Yeah. Two peas in the pod, you go together perfectly. Talking tough all the time, you bitches act as if you're Hercules. Someone get a doctor, they both need straight jackets urgently. Certainly, you can't possibly believe you're hurting me. Cause I am king and I'll remain the king eternally. You should take it personally, I will slay you verbally and I'll dissect you surgically. Purposely, don't act like you ain't heard of me. This is an emergency and that is not hyperbole. Keep fucking with me and you'll be the first to see. This ain't an assault, it's verbal murder in the first degree. Yeah, I know you gassed each other up and you think that you are winning, but you're so bad at this, you've been losing since the beginning. Sofa lives in someone else's house in Hialeah. Pizza lives in a camper that smells like diarrhea. Mamma mia, you think that you're in hiding, but I see ya. Can't wait until the day I fucking get the chance to meet ya. Pizza, 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 pizza. You wanted me to interview you, nope, not a chance. Cause your story is bullshit and I could see at first glance that you're a fraud and your life story is fake. You act like a broad and you're too much to take. You're the type of liar that would lie about the date. You just keep fucking with me to see if I will take the bait. And you're so full of hate, you're racist and you're prejudiced. You're just a fucking bigot bitch and I can hardly wait till you run into the wrong man and he sets your ass straight, grabs you by the neck and puts a pistol in your face. You're a disgrace to this place, to every single person on this motherfucking earth. Your existence in this world has been a curse since your birth. Slow blow, why you mad? You were just as bad. You're a useless fucking clown and your life is so sad. Still rocking construction tins and your jeans are some custom slims. He was hiding in the closet till somebody came and busted him. Now pizza so flows friend, even though he never trusted him. There was once a time when he really just disgusted him. I guess George forgot just who pizza really was to him. They're getting really close now. Who knows what pizza does to him? He probably gives his butt to and maybe he busts a nut in him. Disgusting. Two peas in a pod, you go together perfectly. Talking tough all the time, you bitches act as if you're Hercules. Someone get a doctor, they both need straight jackets urgently. Certainly, you can't possibly believe you're hurting me. Cause I am king and I'll remain the king eternally. You should take it personally, I will slay you verbally and I'll dissect you surgically. Purposely, don't act like you ain't heard of me. This is an emergency and that is not hyperbole. Keep fucking with me and you'll be the first to see. This ain't an assault, it's verbal murder in the first degree. I'm out, everyone. See you on the next one. Fat Bald-Sicilian. Peace.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. It's 2026. Usually, the New Year is just another day to me. It's like yesterday was 2025, today's 2026. But it was such a bad year, such a bad year in 2025 that I'm truly relieved, that it's not 2025 anymore, even though, let's face it, even thinking that way is kind of superstitious. Like, well, if 2025 went on, more bad luck would happen. Shit's going to happen if it's going to happen. But still, salute to all of you and Happy New Year. Sabrina Merrick, 149 super sticker. Thank you, Sabrina. BTF Phoenix, 888. Hello, Chris. Sudden need fight luck 2020. What? What the fuck does that say? Love to you and yours. What is that? I don't know what it is. It's a different language though. Love to you and yours and everybody in chat. Same to you, BTF. Thank you for the 888. Ah, man. Yeah, bro. Not just in Ireland. It's so fucking cold here. It's absurd. Listen to this shit. This is no bullshit. I don't know if any of you ever had this happen, but I never did. I let the dogs out this morning, right? I only let them out for like 10 minutes so they could do their thing. When I brought them in, it sounded like horses walking through the fucking kitchen. It's all hardwood, And their fucking paws were frozen. There was like ice coming off their fucking paws. I said, what kind of shit is this? Sally, $5 for Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Sally. Thank you very much for the $5. Thank you, thank you. Oh, guys, somebody just sent me a community post that SoFlo made. It appeared to be addressed only to the grumpy Italian, but it almost didn't seem like his words. You know what I'm saying? Curious. Anyway, what is his plan? Is he done? Is this it? He's not coming back on YouTube anymore? Is he trying to make good on his promise, or what happened? What happened? Fill me in immediately. Gotcha. All right, sweet. Thank you, BTF. I don't know. That's all I got was the post. That's all I got. Last night, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I did put a lot of work into that. That was just a great time for me. I enjoyed it so fucking much. You know what I mean? If any of you missed yesterday's show, you should go check it out because there's a lot of revealing audio from Tony SoFlo and Tina. You know, very, very good. Very good. Today, I was going through this old phone because I'm telling you, I don't know how to fuck. I guess I started deleting shit from one of my phones because there just wasn't any room. I had to delete shit to put new shit on it. Well, somehow I didn't realize that this phone has all this stuff on it going back damn near to the beginning. No, to the beginning. So I have fucking Tony Pizza clips. Like, holy shit. Not just Tony Pizza, Angel Gotti. I could do like 10 episodes just on old fucking Mobtube shit just from this one phone. There's so much Tony Pizza stuff. There's so much shit. Are you good? Yeah, somebody else told me that this morning. They said they're listening again. Shit. Last night I laughed so hard. LOL. I know the chat was cracking up, man. The fucking Tony Pizza clip, you know? Let me see. Let me play it real quick. Just the beginning. It's because I love it so fucking much. Where is it? Oh, shit. I don't see it. Oh, man. I got to pull it up. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Hold on, guys. I don't know why. Last night it wasn't showing up on my thing here. That's so strange. Hold on, guys. I've been listening to crazy interrogation videos and shit lately. A lot of those. Just this background noise, you know? Yeah, I don't know where this. Oh, there it is. That is such a fucking classic. Holy shit. I'm going to play some of these pizza clips too in a minute because why not? I bet you forgot about a lot of this stuff and some of you just never heard it. There we go.
You sound like Tony Pizza shit. You know that, right? What are you guys, brothers? Twins?
This is Tony Pizza, you dumb fucking monkey. Call my phone, texting me.
Hey, Tony Pizza.
Yeah, what do you want? I've been listening to you rattle on about baddies, you dumb fucking spick. Yeah.
And he's saying it's not, you're pretending to be Tony Pizza, it's not working or some shit like that. Unbelievable. How do you mistake Tony Pizza's voice? You know what I mean? How do you fucking hear that voice and say, I wonder if this is Mr. Batters? Some people weren't meant to do this, guys, especially the research parts of it. No. You have to be able to do research. You have to be able to do it well in order to be successful here on Mobtube. You can't keep making mistakes like that, guys. But the best was the clip of Pizza saying, "This is pizza." Oh, okay, yes, I know. I know. I remember when that first happened, I must have played that clip 500 times. Yeah, I know. Sally. I was having so much fun. That show was great. That show was great, and thank God, because my fucking the time that shit took. Because like uploading the videos to StreamYard, you can't just, they don't fit. If it's a large file, it doesn't even have to be real large. If it's too large for StreamYard, it won't fit. So every video, you have to run through a video resizer or compressor, and a fucking 1 minute video takes about 25 fucking minutes. It's ridiculous. So you just have to do that with video after video, and even audio sometimes. It's wild. So, and editing the videos and doing all that shit just takes time. For those of us in remedial Mobtube history class, can you briefly explain who Mr. Batters is? Oh, yeah. Mr. Batters, he was like Tony Pizza's right-hand man. It was believed that he was gay. As a matter of fact, he might have even been openly gay. But nobody knew who he was. He was just a terrorist. He would talk shit about my wife and my family all the fucking time. He was like Tony Pizza's number one cheerleader. He was in a soap opera like in the 70s or 80s or something, so he thought he was the fucking man, but we couldn't seem to figure out exactly who he was. And then he just kept fucking with me. And SoFlo had tried a million times, as you saw, and failed miserably. One night I said, okay, I'm going to find out who this motherfucker is. I started like 11 o'clock at night, and I went through a couple of different people. I actually found some people that were related to him. So I was on the right track, just I had the wrong people. And then at like 5 a.m, I figured out a way to figure out exactly who he was. And I did it, and it worked, and I got the name. His name is Joe De Niro. Yeah, Joseph De Niro. He's you could look him up on the what is it called? The World Series of Poker or whatever. Is that what it's called? Something like that. Yeah, he's a poker player, and I had pictures of him and everything. Pictures of him. I had video of him getting interviewed for the poker shit. Oh, and Mr. Batters went away. He went away, just like I told him to do. Go away, Mr. Batters. Your life is going to become very, very difficult. So he went away. Yeah, but he was a terrorist. I mean, the shit he would say about people's family members, he was worse than Tony Pizza. Worse. So I was not fucking with that. I put up with his shit long enough, and I said, okay. Yeah, Chain Creek, or at least we thought for a second there. Oh, yeah, we got his ass. And nobody could. It was tough, man. When you have like nothing to go on, it's not easy. I mean, it can be damn near impossible, but luckily I figured out one surefire way to find out who he was, and it worked. I was right, and he left. And he's probably still around under some other name, but I feel like we would know if he was, because, again, this guy was so incredibly vile and disgusting, the shit he would say. Oh, my God. And the funny thing is, when I was going through this old phone, I found all that stuff. I found where I talked about Mr. Batters. When I first figured out who he was, I found pictures of him, all that stuff in here. I found the interview. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll show you. Talking about the poker interview, of course. I just had it a minute ago. I was going to put it in its own separate file, but I didn't. Yeah, I can't find him at the moment. But I'll show you guys again once I come across him. I will. One more second. That sucks, especially when you just saw it. Anyway, he was a fruit, and he looked very fruity. And he didn't like being exposed. He loved talking shit about everybody's families. He loved that. He couldn't get enough of it. He loved being disrespectful to people's wives and kids. But when the tables were turned and all of a sudden it was him being fucked with, he ran away. It kind of reminds me of the Marjorie Taylor Greene situation, She stood by Trump as they abused people and threatened people and all that shit. And then as soon as it was her being abused and threatened by MAGA, she was like, this is bullshit. Like, what the fuck? I've never been threatened. All the shit I've done to liberals, I've never been threatened. All of a sudden, I'm being threatened. Yeah, duh. Yeah, that's how it works, dummy. So anyway, let's go to some of these real quick, guys. This might give you a few laughs because I do want to provide laughs for the new year. We had enough tears last year. That's for sure. We certainly did. I'm all cried out. Oh my God. You know what else I found? You're not going to believe this. I found the Suge clip where he talked about the tranny thing. Does that clip anywhere, or am I the only one that has it, or what? How many of you have seen or heard that clip? I have it right here in front of me. Yeah, no more crying. Fuck that. Tell me, guys. I need to know. Because I found this and I was like, this might be gold. I don't know. I'm sure other people, somebody must have it, you know? Some trolls or something. SoFlo probably even has it. Chicago, I don't know. But you tell me. When was the last time you saw or heard that video? The Swoomin' video. Let me see. I'll wait for you guys. Sometimes I think the chat is on a delay, honestly. It's been a while. Yeah. I don't know if I should play it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going at Suge or nothing. I don't know how he'd feel about it if I played it. I'm such a nice guy. I'm too fucking nice. But I can play it. I have the option. It's right here in front of me. All right. I won't play it. Anyway, I have it. That's all that matters. I was happy to see that I had. All right, Tom. All right. I didn't plan on it. I was just asking, what you thought. All right, so here's one pizza thing.
Today, I'm telling you right now, from today, every fucking person that's out there crying about their PSTD or whatever the fuck they call it while they were overseas fighting a war, and they're all complaining that they got these fucking problems because they were pussified motherfuckers that went into the service to get a free college.
It's not about our military. He's making fun of people with PTSD, or as he calls it, PSTD.
Then they go into service to be a soldier? Fuck you! I don't feel sorry for you just because you have soldier on your fucking thing. You wasn't no soldier. If you're over there laying up, I can't take it. You fucking pussies got what you deserved. If I was a president and I knew a bunch of fucking freeloading cocksuckers joined the service just to get free college, I'd start a war and send you all the fuck over there. That's what I would do. I would start a war just to get rid of you motherfuckers. Okay? Those who survived and came back are sitting on street corners in Manhattan. Ex-veteran, can you help a vet? Can you help a vet? Fuck you. You ain't no vet. You ain't no soldier. Just because you had the fucking uniform don't mean you fucking earned it.
Says the guy who never did anything for his country. Nothing at all. Hold on, that's Sheed. God damn. Oh. All right. Happy New Year message from Sheed. Sabrina Merrick, did I already shout this out? $2. Smash that like button. Thank you, Sabrina, very, very much. Only because Scummy Sean would love it. Yeah, well, this guy said the Ripper played the show clip 400 times, so there's no point. But I really didn't want to anyway. I didn't, but I have it. I was glad to find that out. Did he just call people in the military freeloaders? What a douche. And he said if he was president, he would send them to war to die. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right, Michael? Stupid ass. Just because you got the uniform. Well, how'd you get it? Chris, I noticed you were wearing stripes. Did the Ripper put you on home confinement? LMAO. No, it's just red, white, and blue. I don't know. Honestly, it's just the shirt I decided to wear today. No special meaning behind it. But the Ripper, I think, is licking his wounds today, I'm assuming. You know, I don't know. And I don't care. I hope he's gone. Do I believe he's gone? No. He's said this a million times, guys. He'll be back. He'll be back to terrorize everybody again. And when he does, I will fucking annihilate him. Because I still got so much shit. So much shit that I haven't even shown you yet. You have no idea. Did SoFlo take that post down you were talking about? I don't know why. Did you go looking for it? I can tell you what it says if you want. You ready for this shit? Sounds to me like somebody wrote it for him. And I know who that somebody probably is. It says, wait, where'd you get that? Hold on.
He's a fucking weirdo. So I'm in the chat and I just said Jeff Canarsi's a fucking weirdo and a fucking pervert. You know, he's got all his monster figure. No, you didn't. You didn't say that. You said something way worse towards NB. You agreed. Said NB made the memes. Around his fucking apartment.
Who the fuck is that? Argo? Anyway, that voice you just heard was Mr. Batters. All right, so this is what Pizza or SoFlo posted. The same guy, really. Both two frauds who act like there's something they're not. As the year ends and the last days of me being here exposing faceless cowardly POS Nazi loving diddler supporting pieces of cowardly shit like Mr. Costanzo draw near, I enjoy knowing that I punked each and every bitch like you that was raised by a cowardly father that was probably a cuck, and you will never be. Does Tony realize he's a cowardly father? I don't know. Anyway, and you will never be, again, he's thinking about gay shit, the cuck thing. And you will never be welcomed on the Angel Gotti show, little bitch. I will always live better than you, truck driver. Go fuck your mother, James. Eat your heart out, coward. I truly hope and pray you call me if you have the balls to come down here and meet up with your Cuban superior. Or I hope someone calls me one day and they tell me that you are not breathing the oxygen that you don't deserve to breathe anymore. One more thing. I got your ice swinging from my nuts, just like your mother loved seeing juice dripping down her mouth. You were never, ever able to get me locked up, wait, or deported, soft-ass bitch. Deported me? You dumb hills have eyes looking half of a man. Your mother is your cuck father's sister. Yeah, this was written by Chicago Muscle. There's no question about it. That was written by Chicago Muscle. Oh, that's an old post? Oh, well, then what the fuck? Why did it get sent to me as something new? Well, it says 7 hours ago in this thing. Oh, wait a minute. This is now I'm all confused. I don't know. Maybe it was, I was under the impression it was, now it says it's from Grumpy Italian. I don't get it. Whatever. I hate when people do that. I don't know what the fuck. What's up, Mike Ramey? How you doing, brother? Hey, BB from VA. How are you? No, it was 7 hours ago. Okay, there you go. Why are you fucking with me? What's his face? Who said that? Blimpy. Anyway, Happy New Year's, BB from VA. Cuck is a gay thing. I thought a cuckold was a guy that liked to watch his wife have sex with other men. Yeah, that's gay. You're telling me that's what something a straight man would like? A straight man doesn't want to see a guy having sex with any fucking buddy. You know what I mean? But especially his own wife. And I think cucks usually enjoy taking part in the shit too. I don't know. But to me, if you like watching other men bang your wife, it's not so much about your wife as it is about the other men. So, yeah, 100% gay. 100%. Or I guess we could technically say 50%. Says deported, so I'd say it's new. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't understand why Sally doesn't want to say where. Huh. It's very mysterious what's going on. Yeah, cucks are gay as fuck. I mean, come on. How could they not be? You know what I'm saying? I told you, look, there's a dude that lived next door to me when I lived on Boundary Avenue in York City. It was 2017, 2018, some shit like that. This chick, she was a chubby girl, and I was never with a chubby girl, you know, but I was drunk. And she came over and she straight up said, you know, she's my neighbor. We hung out a few times, me, her, and her boyfriend and their roommate. She said, I want to fuck you. And I said, all right, I'll fuck you. You know what I mean? Why not? And she was like, but I don't want to say the guy's name, but he wants to watch. And I said, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I will fuck you, but he's not going to watch. And I don't want to, you know, I wound up basically fucking her, but it wasn't easy for me, if you know what I'm saying, because she was a little chubby. But I do believe that her fucking boyfriend was trying to peek in the windows because I heard something outside. I don't know. Something had to have happened to the Ripper. There's no way he can go this long without being on YouTube. I'm curious to see. I heard he was served with legal paperwork. That's what I heard. I can't seem to find out exactly who served him, but I think I know. And maybe Tina just said, fuck this, you know, that's her inheritance, that house, you know, maybe she's worried. Maybe the fucking paperwork even names Girolamo. I don't know. What a name, right? Because if he's off of here, it's not by choice. It's because, you know, it's because I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's because somebody's making him stay off of here. Yeah. And who else could do that but Tina? You know, so that would be my they have to be able to. Yeah, Sean. They have to. That's usually all guys will let them do, you know what I mean? Anyway, no, it wasn't written by the Ripper. No, absolutely not. So yeah, I think something happened. You know, I think also that I don't know, maybe Tina was starting to have problems because of Tony's unjustified attacks against certain people. You know, I think it was causing Tina some issues, and maybe she just had it. But if Tony could be on here right now, he would be. Believe that. If he could be on here right now. So something's stopping him or someone. That's Girolama. Yeah, it's Tina's mom. Let me see. It's because he has to be, yeah. He must be bouncing off the walls. Oh, especially after last night's show. Especially. That's why I dug the knife in extra deep, because I knew it was going to. I knew yesterday. First of all, I had already been told some things before yesterday, and I was under the impression that he wasn't going to be doing a show on New Year's Eve. Plus, I kind of been saying that for a couple of weeks, because how can you pump up a show and say, I have this, I have that, I'm going to drop the bomb on FBS, I'm going to tell you where Shanna works, all this shit. And then you don't have none of that. You either, you know, do your show and look like a fucking clown, or you don't do a show and pretend, no, I have the info. I'm just not doing shows right now. You know, something like that. So I knew it would be something. I figured he would do a show yesterday, but it would be, you know, there would just be nothing like he said. And he would make some excuse for it. But then I got some calls that made me think he wasn't going to be doing one, you know. So I was like, fucking, when I woke up yesterday and there was no show, because you know him, he schedules his shit the night before. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, yeah, this guy. And he would have made an asshole out of himself. The guy fucking said 500 times, I'm going to tell everybody where Shanna works. And I said, go ahead, do it. I dare you. Do it right now. Don't wait. Nothing. Oh, next week, big dog. Oh, the 31st, big dog. That's why you should never say shit like that. Guys, I will never tell you I have something I don't have. Because then when I don't produce it, I look like the asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that because, and then here's the worst part of it. Nobody will ever believe you. Like, let's just say that one time, you know, you said you had something and you didn't have it, and it was proven that you didn't have it. Nobody will ever believe you again when you say, I do have something, and you might actually have it that time. It's the boy who cried wolf. You know what I mean? It's like, well, yeah, he always says he has shit. He don't have nothing, you know, so you don't want to do that. But far be it from Tony to know anything, you know? He just can't control himself. He's a fucking dipshit. He's a dipshit. So, you know, I turn the tables on him so quick. It's like, no, bitch, you're not going to drop a bomb, but I am. Oh, by the way, I stopped in Suge's show last night for like, well, I didn't stop in. I didn't go in the chat or nothing. I just turned it on for maybe 5 minutes or something. And it was just Suge, just with that constant kvetching, complaining. I can't listen to it. So I had to turn it off. But Suge was, Martha Fowler was in Suge's chat. And Martha Fowler, I swear to God, people do have problems comprehending things, or they just don't listen. Martha Fowler said, FBS thinks SoFlo is going to get the cops after Chicago Muscle. Martha, are you serious? Were you fucking around when you said that? Because that audio is from fucking years ago, probably 3 years ago. I mean, you can't be serious. You actually thought that I was playing that, and either I intended for you to think that it was new, or for some reason you thought it was new. I don't know. But yeah, no. As a matter of fact, I kept saying it was old audio. This is from when they were fighting. I mean, how do you not put that together with the other clips I was playing where he was talking bad about Brenda and all that stuff? And this shit was from a long, long time ago. Yeah. So, I don't know. It threw me for a loop because I'm like, why does it seem like nobody ever understands what the fuck I'm saying? I couldn't be more well-spoken, and I couldn't explain things better, but yet you don't get it, do you? Like, this was old shit. This is when the whole thing, the diarrhea tape and all that shit, this was around that time. The reason I played you that, because I never played it for anyone before, I didn't even realize I had it till the night before last, is because you finally hear proof of SoFlo planning to get the cops after Chicago Muscle. And this whole time he's been passing it off as, oh, it was Tina. Tina was doing it. She was being harassed. Tina was doing it. I was just, supporting her. No. You fucking called a certain person and said that you're not going to talk about Brenda anymore because you guys are going to let the authorities handle it. So you went to the police as much as she did. And I've been telling you that, guys, because I was on the phone with him all the fucking time. And he would constantly tell me about their plans to go to the police. And I bet you there's probably 4 or 5 times we don't even know about. That's Tony's MO. Fuck with people until they really start giving it back to you and then call the cops on them. But have Tina do it so you can pretend you're not a rat. Let me tell you something else. A few months ago, SoFlo called me because he's sick. And we had half an argument, half a conversation for about probably an hour and a half. And he says to me, how can you tell people I'm a rat? I said, well, because you're a rat. You know what I mean? There's 1,000 different examples of you ratting on people that I can give you. And he said, well, name one. I said, did you come on your show every day? And do you still come on your show saying that me and Don Berlin committed a crime? Even though it's bullshit. Do you not say that constantly? And didn't you say that for probably 2 months straight, every single show? You were telling people we committed a crime, the specific crime it was. This is not something anybody ever was caught for, convicted for, did time for. It's not like it's, in the past. No, this is him actively through his YouTube channel, hoping the right person listens and arrests me and Don, which would be ridiculous because, again, we didn't commit any crime. But that ducks, am I wrong? What's the word for that? I mean, come on, bro. You're a rat if you do that. You're coming on here and accusing people of a crime what you consider a fresh crime. In other words, not something the statute of limitations is up on, nothing like that. And you're telling people how we should be arrested. I mean, Tony, let somebody like Joey Molino hear that and see what he says about it. Now, he's a douchebag, but still, I'm talking about as anti-rat as you can get. He's going to say, yeah, that's ratting. You don't fucking, it's pretty much, it's been proven that John Veazey shot Joey Molino in the ass. Okay. And to this day, Joey says, I don't know if he shot me. They say he shot me. I don't know. And fucking John Veazey copped to it. He confessed to it in his fucking 302s. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you're, really anti-rat and you refuse to tell on anybody for any fucking thing. So you got to give Joey that, But I've heard him plenty of times when they ask him about John Veazey. I don't know. They say he shot me. I don't know if he shot me. I don't know nothing about it. I got shot. That's all I know. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Tony, you come on here and you pretend to be anti-rat, 22 years in prison, Chico. And then you come on here accusing me and another man of committing what you said was a very serious crime. And you did it over and over and over. It's not like you mentioned it in passing. You are a fucking rat, bro. You're the biggest example of a rat I can imagine. You know what I mean? Without actually testifying against people, which how do we know you never did that? We don't know. We don't know. Who knows if I fucking moved to Miami and I got in touch with a bunch of Tony's old friends, if he even had any, who knows what I might find out, And you got to remember that big case, people say, oh, he did 22 years. He didn't rat. Rat on who? He was the guy. He went to prison for beating a woman with a pool stick. Who's he going to rat on? And he went to prison for robbing mail trucks. And he was the guy, I believe, whose fingerprints they found on the credit cards and all that shit. So he's the guy they wanted. So whoever flips first gets a deal. You know what I mean? And those two guys or whatever who testified against them, they flipped. Tony's the guy they wanted, though. Tony was the goddamn fucking, walking crime spree. So I hate when people give people credit for not snitching when they were not in a situation where they had anybody to snitch on. If it's not an option, how do you get credit for it? Like Gunner, this fruitcake. Gunner went to prison because he's an animal. He's an asshole. He's a fucking criminal. He was a one man, same type of thing, crime spree, robbing people, doing all kinds of crazy shit, right? He didn't have a crew. He wasn't in the mob. There was no tocos that mattered in his family. So he went to prison because just like if I go rob a fucking liquor store right now, I'm going to go to prison. Who am I going to tell on? I did it by myself. So if you don't have co-defendants or anything like that, you know what I mean? Or if you're the main guy, just like John Gotti, they wanted John Gotti. There's nothing. John Gotti could have offered them the whole entire mafia and they still wouldn't have given him a deal. You know why? Because he was John Gotti. He was the guy who spit in the faces of the government and flaunted, the fucking $2,000 suits and hand-painted ties and shit like that all over the news and mocked the FBI and every fucking thing else. They wanted him in prison no matter what. There's nobody he could tell on. And I'm not saying he would have. He definitely, in my opinion, he never would have no matter what. But I'm just saying, you got to remember in certain cases, you're the guy. If you're the guy, you're not getting a deal. Oh, you know it, Dave. He's trying to get people hemmed up. That's a rat. And he does it all the fucking time. Look at they sent a restraining order to Nick Romano, right? That's, again, you got to go to the police to do that. You got to go to the courts. Okay, who else? Suge. They sent a restraining order to Suge, right? We went to court for that nonsense, right? And Chicago, there you go. There's 3 times alone right there that we know for a fact Tony went to the authorities on somebody. He told his cousins throw his own uncle in. Wait, he told his cousins throw his own uncle in the garbage when he died because he ratted. Joey, yeah, he did. Yeah, dry snitching, yep. I have to give Martha a pass. I know these things happened before, but the linear timeline is confusing. Yeah, well, yeah, but no, and I'm not trying to, like bash her. I just don't understand how anybody could have taken any of that I played last night as current. You know what I mean? Like, I was specifically talking about how long ago shit was. You know what I mean? Like those old videos of him threatening my family and stuff. Don't get me wrong. He was just doing that recently, but the clips I showed, I think all of them were very old. So this is stuff that happened back when Chicago and so forth. BTF, you wouldn't even believe it. When I say war, it was insane. They were doing everything in their power to destroy each other. It was nuts. It was fucking. It was a 24-hour-a-day fucking thing. Chicago would do his shows at night with a panel full of people bashing SoFlo. SoFlo would do his shows with fucking people like JC and Stone Sailor and, you know, Code and all kinds of douchebags. And they'd be bashing him. And, you know, they obviously they went to the police on him. I mean, it's crazy. Look how many people he made Tina either press charges on or get a RO against. Sacchio, Harry, Nick Romano. He even live streamed the hearing and probably many more. Well, who live streamed the hearing? I think it was Nick that live streamed the hearing, right? Is that what you mean, though? Because you said Nick last. Nick Romano. He even line. Yeah. I remember a douchebag. He shouldn't have done that. But, hey. That's the beauty of Nick Romano. He doesn't give a fuck. Where is Nick right now? We need Nick in here. Also planned on sending the police to Pizza's hotel after driving an hour and a half. Blimpy, you remember that? Yeah. That whole thing when they went to Port Charlotte. And I remember so many things about that because, you know, I was talking to Tony then. And I remember that was when Tina was yelling at Tony in the background on a phone call. We ain't taking the Corvette. We can't put miles on that thing, which again made me wonder, you know, what the deal was with that car that is now gone, by the way. But they rented us SUV, and it was like Tony and his friend and Tina or something. They went to Port Charlotte to this hotel they thought Tony was in, and Tony had Tina knock on the door. He acted like he was going to fuck Tony up, but he had already told me the plan. Hey guys, again, you know me. I don't lie about shit. He said that Tina was going to see if he was there, and then they were going to go to the police because they had called the police on Tony. That's right. It was either a night. There's another one, Tony Pizza. It was either the night before or 2 nights before because he called me and told me. They called the police on Tony, and the police in Miami-Dade County told him, you have to go to Port Charlotte if you want to file a report. That's right. I can't believe I forgot. Thank you so much, Blimpy, for reminding me. Yeah, so that's what they went for. He didn't know definitively where Tony was. There's nothing the cops in Miami could do about it. So he went to Port Charlotte. He was going to have Tina knock on the door, and if Tony was there, they were going to go get the police, and she was going to file a report and have him arrested. Yep. And listen, I don't give a fuck who calls the cops on who. Everybody's grown, out of the streets, do whatever you want. It's just that if you're going to be something, stop pretending that you're something else. You know what I mean? That's all. Like, if you're claiming you're like this this anti-rat fucking person, you never ratted on nobody. You're against calling the cops. You call other people cop callers. Meanwhile, you're calling the cops on every fucking body. So it's only when you're doing fraudulent shit that I'll call you out when it comes to something like that. But that's fraudulent shit. You know what I mean? I'm talking about everybody else is a cop caller, and here you are calling the fucking cops. So that's why you got to get called out for it. I'm not sure which one you mean, Mike Slick. My bad, bro. Yeah, good job at trying to spell her name, fuckface. I guess since it's blocked from the chat, there isn't much you can do. Look at their SoFlo in the chat, you fucktard. There he is. As soon as you see big black cocks, you know SoFlo's in the chat because he has big black cocks on his mind all the time. All the time. Happy New Year's to you, Walt Liquor. I'm always going to call you that, even though you changed your name. They can't miles on a car that's 10 plus years old. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I almost think they were borrowing it or something. No, I don't know, and I don't care. Here's another one. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. Yeah, they did. Watcher of Crazy, $10. Happy New Year. Same to you and your family, Watcher of Crazy. Thank you very much for the donation. I'm still shaking my head at the fact that you were doing all shows just about pizza and building your politics audience. Meanwhile, he was already fighting with just about everyone, and he thought, let me go at FBS. Oh, and what a mistake it was. What a mistake it was. Yeah, I know. I wasn't bothering that fucktard. I wasn't. I went out of my way not to talk about him. You know what I'm saying? I went out of my way, and he just couldn't help it. He started, and this started months ago. This is not like he just, the final straw was, maybe 3-4 weeks ago when the first time he said again that he's going to drop Shanna's work information. Now, I know he didn't have it, but it's just that you're threatening my fucking wife. You know what I mean? But he's been dropping my name and taking shots at me for months. People would hit me up and tell me, and I would say, oh, fuck him. Who cares? I'm not even going to give him attention. But, he wouldn't fucking stop. So, and now, of course, he's the victim. They're probably at the police station right now trying to take out a fucking restraining order on me. Yeah. Chicago Roth, exactly. Tina did. You should bring back Tuesday Night with the Sorellis. Let's hear Jimmy C respond back to Frank Joya. That would be good, Rocco. I totally forgot about Tuesday Night with the Sorellis. Yeah, but I did just download onto my new computer some of my, pretty much the only episodes I really care that much about. I did download yesterday's. That was a classic. But all my interviews, and I came across the Sorelli ones. I downloaded them because, you never know with this YouTube. You can lose your channel, and every video you ever made is gone permanently, and you don't have it. So I already have them downloaded to other computers, but I don't take chances. SoFlo's wife is a pig. She is. She's even got the pig nose. You've always been the one. Oh, that's right. Dixon 5.7. That's what he kept saying. You've always been the one, FBS. Oh, God, I never had a man say that to me before. Fucking creepy. Officer, they were mean to me on the internet. Well, that's basically what it comes down to. They call the cops on people for picking on them. And then they talk about somebody calling the cops because he got jumped by 5 guys. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? How are you even making the comparison? How are you even making the... And honestly, if I could go back, I wouldn't have even have done that. I was just so fucking angry. And there was a plan behind it. But, I wouldn't have even, done it then. I mean, but it's a totally different story. You're talking about you come on the internet to get picked on. Like, as soon as you decide you're going to come on here and fuck with people, you're making the conscious decision to get fucked with back. But then when it happens, you run to the police. I mean, come on, bro. He said, my wife for diarrhea, big dog, I'm calling the cops. Turns out Sorelli was a liar. Frank Joya made a video. No, I saw his videos, yeah. No, BB from VA, unfortunately not. She was in bad shape last night. She slept all day pretty much. And then last night we tried to watch a movie, but she felt terrible. And I still ain't feeling the best. Like I told you, it kind of hits me at night. I'm feeling, yesterday I felt 10 times better than I did the day before, but I still felt a little bit like shit, but she was in really bad shape. She's just experiencing all this shit I experienced, the phases of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's the head, it's your nose, your sinuses, your congestion, and then it's your stomach, and it's fucking, there's so many different, and they're just the fucking exhaustion of it all. Holy shit. You can't stay awake. And I feel terrible for her. It's my sweetheart. But I'm assuming, me being out shopping and shit, because you know me, I'm a fucking Coach and Michael Kors and Polo and all these places, standing in long lines and shit. I guess it's flu season and shit. You're bound to catch something, Chris, I watched the Jimmy one yesterday. It was great, bro. Oh, thank you, man. I love that interview. But of course, That was before I got the sound right and stuff. It sounded like shit on my part. Jimmy sounded great, but my shit sounded terrible. But yeah, that's my favorite interview of all times, I think, because that was like, I just knew so much about the story. That was like, it was an interview I didn't even really have to plan for, you know, but Tony, or I'm sorry, Jimmy did send me fuck tons of pictures and stuff. I used some during the interview, but I had to upload those and stuff, but I already knew, you know, I know that story inside and out. The only thing I didn't ask him about, though, was the Mikey hamster hits. There's 3 different Mikey hamster hits, and I didn't ask him about those. It's the only thing I regret, other than the fucking audio. Oh, I know, War, I know. Get jumped, not okay to call the cops. Get picked on, it's okay to call the cops. Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I wasn't even the one that called. My mom called the fucking cops. But yeah, I know that's his thing. You make fun of me for shit. It's like, bro, come on, man. And not only that, listen to me clearly, okay? All of the so-called anti, cop caller people, they've all threatened to call the cops a million fucking times. We've heard them. I mean, it's so funny to me that there's certain people who, for their first year and a half, 2 years on here, every single day it was, I'll call the cops, or I'm related to a cop or something. And then just like that, all of a sudden you're anti-cop calling. What do you fucking mean? Like, before I ever even mentioned the cop, there was people on here talking about calling the cops. And then they're going to talk about me years later calling the cop. Like, what are you guys, fucking retarded? What'd you forget everything? Because I didn't. I forget a lot, but I didn't forget all that shit. I can't give my wife an STD because I am into huge Mandingo's PP. Hey, very good, BTF. I'll tell her you said that. What do you mean? Working as a nurse, I'm surprised she doesn't get sick. Well, that's the thing. The 2 times we got COVID before, we're pretty much positive it came from her work. You know what I mean? Because she works very closely with people and stuff. And, there's going to be sick people anywhere where there's a lot of people in one building. It's a bad situation. So working in nursing homes and all types of shit. Yeah. We got, the first couple of times we got COVID were definitely from her job. I would assume, you know what I mean? I would assume. Because I remember, I think, I don't know if it was the first time or the second time or both, but it was at least one of those times she tested positive and I didn't test positive till like a week later. So just plus, not only that, my stepson, though, you know what I mean? Who knows what the fuck he brings home? The kid's 13. He's always coughing and shit. You know what I mean? He's got no nose. Kids are like little fucking, like germ machines, I spent $1,500 of my wife's money on her for Christmas because I really don't have a penny to my name. It's all an illusion, big dog. That's right. El Rapo Espen Broksta. Yes, that's right. That's true. Well, it's between him and SoFlo. I'm not sure. But Happy New Year to you and your family, brother. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's him. I mean, and then here's the most fucked up part. And hear me out, okay? Because he'll always say, no, it's Tina that called the cops because people were fucking with Tina. Why were they fucking with Tina, Tony? I have never, not one time ever spoken a bad word about Tina until something was said about Shanna. Never. And even then, sometimes I let it go for a few days, a week. Never. And the same with everybody else, Tony. Nobody ever attacked your family. You attacked theirs, and then you got no family. That's why you have no problem doing it. If you were like me, you wouldn't want, you'd be more careful about it. You know what I mean? But you have no family, and you don't give a fuck about Tina, so you know that when you attack anyone's family, they're going straight for her, and you throw her right under the bus with her fat ass. You don't care about that bitch. You don't give a fuck about her. So, you throw her in the line of fire every time, bro. Every time. Because who they're going to go after in your family. The fucking people that still exist in your family fucking hate you. Despise you. Although, if I hear one more thing like what I heard about, I don't know, Friday night, I'm going to start calling your family members. I promise you, I swear on my life, and I'm not the only one. And I'm going to offer your brother money for an interview. I swear to God I am. I'm also going to get that chick on that Mark interviewed. Yeah, you don't fuck with my... And I'll get people from Tina's life, because I was looking up Miguel Antonio Duran the other night. I got his address, his phone numbers. I got everything. And I will be talking to him too about Tina. I swear to God, call somebody in my family or call somebody's job or something. Watch. I swear to God, bro. I'm already preparing for it. I have no problem calling these people up. I'm a talker. It's what I do for a living. You know, if I got to throw somebody $500 or something, fuck it. Yeah, you ain't even got to come live on the show. Just do an on the record interview. You know, just let me record the shit or write it all down. You know, whatever it takes. Yeah, I'll fuck with you bad. I'll fuck with the few remaining people in your family and Tina's whole family. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. If I got jumped, I would have lawyers filing so many lawsuits. I would bankrupt the perps. Can you tell I'm not from the streets? Shit. Pizza not only called the cops, went on TV making statements, ratting the guy out. Good point, Rottweiler. Good point. But I think SoFlo would do that too. Sean Landon Clark, $20 and a happy new year to you and yours. Always great content. Thank you, Sean. I can't say always. You know, since my mom passed, I was slipping a lot. But hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try that. Thank you to the person who sent me that super thing. All right, guys, why don't you donate? You know, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Super Chat, Super Sticker. I don't think I'm going to do a second show today because I got a lot of shit to do that I keep planning on getting to, but I was so fucking sick for the last week. This room is still a fucking disaster. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But I made myself a promise. I'm going to start throwing like 5 things a day away. For real. Just until I have basically nothing left. That's what I'm going to do. Can you explain Al Capone? Is this because Al had syphilis of the brain, so Swiss cheese medulla? Maybe. I don't know why the fuck he always uses that. I don't know. It is crazy how fast he can go from attacking people's families to saying attacking his is unacceptable. I truly think he has TBI. Oh, yeah, he probably does have traumatic brain injury. Yeah, he's nuts. He's not. I mean, there's nobody who attacks family as much as he does, not even Tony Pizza. And then he'll go, like, he'll do a year of attacking people's families, and then all of a sudden he'll take a stand against it. That's why you shouldn't talk about families, big dog. But he's only really ever talking about his own. Tony is another person with complete lack of accountability. So you got to understand, he sees everything as, he don't even see what he does to people. It doesn't even occur to him. Like, his own actions are not even on his radar. It's just what you're doing to him. That's why he always plays victim. Tony Pizza, too. Tony will tell you 1,000,000 times about how we called his mother and had a pleasant conversation with her, but he'll forget to tell you about the night he called my mother at 3 a.m, threatened to kill her, and had her in tears. He'll forget to tell you about that. SoFlo's the same guy. You know what I mean? So when he says don't attack families, he's saying don't attack his. It's fine for him to attack yours. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, going into 2026, we got to remember them. Kamara, No Ma'am, and Edward Everett. Yep. And Charles Sullivan. Yeah. Rest in peace, guys. You should remind me every show. I'll give them a shout out every show. I said I was going to do that, but the fact that I actually thought I'd remember to is mind-boggling. Yeah, I missed them all. Most of the time it's great content. You're batting 800. That would make you the greatest baseball player in history. It's all perspective. LOL. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And not only that, but you know why I don't even care about the criticism from the last 7 or 8 months is because I provided more fucking entertainment in this community in probably the first year than any of these motherfuckers or all of them combined ever will. You can't say otherwise. You can't say I'm still the only guy on this bitch who actually has different content on his channel. You know what I mean? And all the classic moments went down on this show. I mean, not all, but most. And you know, I mean, the interviews and all that cool shit. You know, every time I interviewed someone, you know, people in the chats got to ask them questions, whether it was Vincent Piazza or, you know, Robert Eiler, Joe Perino, any of those people, you know, Arlotta, because he was kind of new to YouTube at the time. So, yeah, I don't, listen, I got to slow, even 7 or 8 months. I fucking deserve it. I mean, nobody's put as much into this shit as I have. But I'm going to keep it going, guys. I'm going to do my best to always have something to entertain you with, you know? I got to get back on the politics shows this month, too. Like, I'm talking about at least 2 times a day, every single day. Because I'm not, I know it looks like, oh, he's letting the politics shows go. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I haven't, between fucking trying to do everything for Christmas and, you know, being sick and, you know, just shit happening in my personal life and moving around in the house and all this different stuff. Like, I have time to do only so much, and this is where I make the majority of my money. You know what I mean? I don't have like a Tom or Mr. Anonymous 6 or anybody like that in the politics shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I sometimes I have great. I made $2.97 in super chats on one show once, politics. One of the last ones I did, I made like $100 in supers. Sometimes I get cash. So it's definitely helping. But, you know, I still got to be here for this stuff. Yeah, Michael, I know you love him, bro. Most of the time. Oh, I read that one. Sally, $2. Kamara, no, ma'am. Edward Everett. Edward Everett? Yeah. Kamara's a trip, too, man. You got to remember the fucking Michelle Pfeiffer thing. That was great. And no, ma'am was a trip. No man would come in here and say the funniest shit. Not just that, but the stuff she would send me. She would send me the funniest stuff, and a lot of it was anti-Trump stuff, like on Instagram. Oh, I loved it. She was a sweetheart. But I remember when I started getting real scared because no man would come in here and just be typing like gibberish. You know, you could see that she wasn't aware of what she was trying to type something, but you know, she had brain cancer. I mean, it's fucking horrible. Horrible. Let's not forget Bofa. FBS. Why did you say that I'm a woman beater? Why did you say that I touch kids, FBS? Bofa. R.I.P. John Abenda. Yeah, that cocksucker. No, it'll never be forgotten. That's for sure. Sabrina Merrick, $2. These shows really help me get through the day. Well, that makes me happy, Sabrina. I'm glad to hear that because that's, I look at it like this, man. Going through some of the toughest times in my life and shit. If it wasn't for the goddamn Howard Stern show, I probably would have, you know what I mean? So if I could provide any kind of entertainment that helps people get through their day on a minuscule scale even, then that makes me happy. Yeah. Shit, even today, even to this day, if I'm having a really bad day and I just need background noise, but I don't want nothing sad, I don't want no true crime, I don't want no politics, no doom and gloom, I'll put on old Howard Stern shit and just listen to it. You know what I mean? If you take 1,000 monkeys on typewriters, eventually by accident, one will write a coherent sentence. That's how I see other Mobtube creators. It's true. It's very true. She hated Trump. Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah. All right, check this out. Thank you, War. Let's get to a couple of these, you know? Let's get to a couple of these right here. I don't even, I don't know. Yeah, I think some of them are funny, and they haven't been heard in a while, so. Only because I planned on doing it on this show anyway. So I played you that one. I don't even like playing the 9/11 and the military shit and all that, but.
And I find out that, the city gave millions of dollars to each wife of each fireman that got paid to run into the building. That's their fucking job.
Well, there I am playing it. I'll play a little bit of this. Thank you, BB. Same to you. Thank you so much. I don't know what I'd do without you. Yeah, I know Chicago Roth. I know. I hate it.
We run into the building because that's your job is to fucking risk your life to save people.
Disgusting.
Knock it off, you motherfucker!
This I was gonna put up. This is a video clip of Tony beating Leon, senseless.
Knock it off!
For years, they were wondering who the fuck I was. Good-looking Tony, Tony the Pick, Crazy Anthony, Tough Tony, Tony Pizza, the guy with 1,000 jobs.
What a classic. What a fucking classic. Oh my God. I'm so glad that I plugged in this old fucking phone finally. This phone is filled with gold. You have no idea. The Angel Gotti clips, a lot of her bullshit. Oh man.
To bring a kid into this fucking life is retarded. Because they're not going to get taught right. They're not going to get taught right.
This makes me sick.
So the people that are making these kids weren't taught right either. So when they get wiped out in a school, I really don't give a fuck. I really don't. Any chance of rebuilding that life
This is about his mother. Listen.
I missed with her is over. Thanks to you scumbags.
It's all our fault.
All right? Thanks to you scumbags. Poisoning, but she's woke too. She's woke too. So, I don't give a fuck. All right? She's on that fucking mind control shit too. She's just like those fucking simpletons. She voted for Obama. She voted for Biden. You know what I mean? She thinks she's Nancy Pelosi over there. I don't give two fucks what happens with her. You know what I mean? They want to keep on bringing it up. Bring what up? Watch how she fucking gets you locked up. Watch how she gets you locked up. Because you think that, you got her fooled.
Maybe someday Tony will figure out that if they could, Republicans would wipe people like Tony Pizza right off the face of the earth. Look, I showed you guys this last night, didn't I? I keep looking at this. Oh, you can't see it that way. I have to have the light under it. Every time I look at this shit, I smile. My mom looks so good in it, but they fucked me all up. See that? I love that. My Shanna got me that. What up, Rolex and Race Cars? How you doing, brother? His name was Sean, but they were looking for Tony the Pick. Good looking Tony, LOL. I know, right? I know. Thank you, Rolex and Race Cars, and thank you, War. All right, let's hear a couple more.
I'm kind of glad that Leon woke me up early because
Listen to this.
it's raining outside and we're checking out today. I don't have enough money to rent today. I do have enough money on me, but I'm not going to spend that money on the room. I refuse to. I get messages from people like Argo, the fucking jerk off who never gave a dime, right? Would tell me to give the money back. Anybody, like I said, anybody who wants their money back, just say so. Who gave the money can ask me for it back. Not the people that never gave any money. The woke jokes that never gave a fucking quarter. Shut the fuck up. It's none of your business. None of your fucking business what goes on in my circle. You guys want to watch and then you want to put your crying about my money. You guys are just so upset that you can't have a personality. Show your face, show your name. Let somebody drag your fucking life through the mud. Argo.
Poor Tony.
What's your real name, Argo? What's your,
Did he say
come
it?
out with your real face and your real name.
Did he say it in this one? What the fuck?
I'm kind of glad that Leon woke me up early because it's raining outside and we're checking out today. I don't have enough money to rent today.
Listen.
I do have enough money on me, but I'm not going to spend that money on the room. I refuse to. I get messages from people.
I do have the money, but I'm not going to spend it on a room. I refuse to. And this is the day where he told his people, no, you're going to pay for the hotel. I'm not paying for it. And he had to raise more money from them to pay for the hotel. I saw Pete's stream where he was pushing Leon back, and Leon came closer and was growling at him. Yeah. He treats that dog like shit. Yeah, fat chance. Yeah, doesn't want to spend it on a room.
He steps 1 foot in my mother's direction, he's going to jail. So, a knockaround guy in a family, and I was playing God with Tony Pep and his sons, and this guy and that guy and this guy. You know, I was on top of the world. Nothing could touch me. Well, I got touched, all right. I got touched right in the heart. Right? And I seen. Thank God I didn't make any fucking kids. Because if I would have made a kid then, my kid would probably be a fag today.
I agree.
My kid would probably hate me and be a fag just because he would want to fucking hurt me more.
Yeah.
And if I had a daughter, she'd be a lesbian just to hurt me more.
He'd want to follow in his dad's footsteps.
Okay, because I wouldn't have no kids coming home telling me I got to accept that shit.
First of all, there'd be no home for them to come to. What do you mean coming home? No, you're right. You wouldn't have kids coming home anywhere. They'd have homes. You wouldn't. I'm surprised he never tried to have a kid just so he could get one of them to, provide him with, food and shelter and stuff, Oh, yeah, that's him. That's him. This guy and that guy, yeah. Can't make butt babies. He got touched all right. Right in the heart. Yeah, I can see that. Listen to the shit that comes out of his mouth. That's who he is. He is chomo and gay shit. Always on his mind. Always. Always. Tony makes everything about him, even his unborn kid's sexuality. I know. It's fucking a lot of pedo type language and gay language and, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. All right, well, guys, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to do a politics show, I think. I really don't want to, but I gotta. Motherfucker. Yeah. All right, yeah, I'll do one. I get tired of them because it's like, you're going to be arguing with fucking morons and it's draining. But anyway, if anybody wants to watch a politics show, come back in about 10 minutes. I love you all, and until next time, salute. Have a happy new year, guys.